Hi everyone, welcome to the Vegan Food Channel. Today we're going to teach you guys how to make delicious hamburgers and homemade mashed potatoes with peas. It's a good, delicious meal, and it's going to be homemade from scratch.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put the peas in the pan, as you can see here, and we're going to let those boil up. We got about a pound of peas in here. And then to make our homemade mashed potatoes, we're going to boil them in the water. Now, we're using a smaller potato instead of bigger ones, just because they're a lot easier to work with. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut these up into pieces that are this big. Okay, so we got our potatoes all cut up, and the reason we cut them up is because they're going to be a lot easier to manage when you're going to mash them up. Now, for a real southern style cooking for homemade mashed potatoes, leave the skins on. Ooh, that's hot water. Leave the skins on the potato to make a real delicious home style southern potatoes. Now, we have a pan here, and we're going to add a few spices now. We're going to add the rest later. We're only going to put in garlic and pepper right now. So we're going to let these boil, and we're going to let the peas boil, and we'll be right back. Okay, so our potatoes are boiling. They've been boiling for about almost 10 minutes. And our peas are boiling too. And they've been boiling for probably about the same amount of time.
So basically what we're going to do with mashed potatoes is we're going to actually make homemade from scratch mashed potatoes. It's really good, and I'll show you guys how to make it.
Okay, so potatoes are done, peas are done. Now we're going to go ahead and begin the mashing of potatoes. Now usually I don't use one of these, but my other tool I can't seem to find. So this works just as good for me. So you're going to basically just literally mash the potatoes. You're going to compress them, and you're going to squish them. Now we're not adding any liquids yet, so we just want to get a basic compression on the potatoes. Just a quickie, you know, something fast and simple. Okay, so you're going to want to add a little bit of water. Now you could always use soy milk if you want. That's totally up to you. And then you're going to add just a little bit of Smart Balance butter, which we're actually on the last of it, so we're going to get every drop we can in. You're going to add about, I'd say about, for a pan this big, I would say add about 2 tablespoons, no more, of melted Smart Balance butter. And then you're going to mash it all together. Or you can use a blender and blend it on up. Now you're going to need to add water or milk periodically to the process of mashing it up, because it can get dry at times. So you want to add a little bit of water at a time. And now we're going to go ahead and get the spices and get... Okay, so we went ahead and we put in our pepper and garlic earlier. So now we're just going to put in just a little sprinkle of onion, of dried minced onions, just like literally a pinch. And then we're going to put in some chopped chives. Okay, so you're going to want to mix up the potatoes. Now, the best part about making mashed potatoes from scratch is that when you eat it, it's got little chunks in it, which is really awesome. Plus, you got the skins that are all mulched up, and I mean, it's just really good. Now, if you want, you could actually take soy Italian sausages, cut it up, and put it in with it. throw in a little corn and some gravy, and it makes a really delicious meal. Also, you could take the soy chicken strips, cut them up in little pieces, throw them in, throw some corn and gravy in. You also got another good, delicious meal. Okay, so one of our next episodes, we're going to teach you guys how to take our soy burgers and cook them on the barbecue. But today, we're going to put these in the microwave. And then we're going to just make you guys a quick meal using the microwave. So we're going to put 2 burgers on the microwave for about 2 minutes. And then we're going to put them on the buns and add our barbecue sauce, mustard, ketchup, and all of our condiments. And we're going to put it all together and have a delicious meal. So we'll see you back in 2. Okay, so my mom actually introduced me to these buns. You can get them at Walmart. They're actually a little more expensive, but they're really good. And they're like a hamburger bun, but as you can see, they aren't round like the ones in the restaurants. They got the little, curves and stuff. And then if you see here, they have pieces of onion cooked onto them. Now, what we're going to do with this, instead of just slapping our burger on it and calling it a day, we're actually going to toast this in the toaster for about a minute to give the bread just a little bit of a crunch for our delicious soy burger. Okay, so what you're going to do with your toasted onion bun is you're going to take it and you're going to actually take the barbecue sauce first, which we're going to use Sweet Baby Ray's like we normally do. And we're just going to smear some along the bread to put a light little coating on each side. Just like that. Then, here's where you add all your toppings, which is like lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, onions, relish, and so forth. And then, when you're all done with all your toppings, and don't forget to add the soy cheese if you want cheeseburgers. When you're all done, push it together, put it on your plate, and add your sides. And this here is the results of a delicious homemade vegan meal. Now serve it up with a Snapple or some iced tea or lemonade, and you're good to go.